Germany, Hanover, early 1920s. A city struggling to survive after war, hunger hanging in the air, desperation written on every face. This story is not about an ordinary murderer. It is about a man who turned human beings into merchandise and fed a starving city with their remains. This is the story of Friedrich Heinrich Karl Haarmann. Fritz Haarmann was born on October 25, 1879, the youngest of 6 children. His mother Johanna was 41 when she gave birth to him and became obsessively attached. She raised him almost like a girl, encouraged dolls, soft games, feminine behavior. His father was the opposite, harsh, distant, emotionally violent. Fritz learned early to fear him and to keep away. Johanna's health collapsed soon after, bedridden, weakened. She died while Fritz was still a child. After her death, the last emotional barrier disappeared. The relationship with his father turned openly hostile. At school, Fritz stood out. His behavior was visibly feminine. Sometimes he dressed as a girl, shocking classmates and teachers alike. But there was another trait, more dangerous. He could manipulate people easily. He knew how to talk, how to charm, how to bend others to his will. Despite being a poor student, he became strangely popular. In 1895, drifting without direction, he entered a military academy. At first, discipline suited him. Then the seizures began. Epileptic attacks, blackouts, moments where his body shut down completely. He was discharged and sent back to work with his father. Fritz hated routine, hated authority. Arguments became constant, explosive. During adolescence, his sexuality became clear. He had no interest in women. His attraction was toward men, specifically young boys. This was not confusion, it was fixation. At 18, he was arrested for rape. Doctors examined him and ruled him mentally unstable. He was committed to a psychiatric asylum. Those walls broke him. He developed an overwhelming terror of confinement. He would rather die than stay there. Eventually, he escaped. Knowing Germany was no longer safe, he fled to Switzerland and lived as a fugitive for 2 years. When he returned at age 20, no one came after him. He had escaped a hospital, not a prison. Bureaucracy had failed again. He tried normality. In 1900, he married Erna Loward. Within a year, he abandoned her, pregnant, and vanished. Soon after, he re-enlisted in the army. This time he excelled, praised, trusted, admired, until one day in 1901, he collapsed again. 4 months in a military hospital ended with a diagnosis, not physical, but mental. He was discharged. Unemployed, he returned to his father. The fights resumed. His father tried to have him committed again. Doctors dismissed it. Just depression, they said. It would become one of the costliest misjudgments in German criminal history. The years that followed were filled with crime, theft, smuggling, sexual assaults. Fritz Haarmann became a familiar name in police records, moving in and out of prison with disturbing ease. In 1918, he was released and returned to Hanover. World War I had ended. Germany was defeated. Unemployment, hunger, and chaos ruled the streets. This environment would become his hunting ground. That same year, a boy named Friedel Roth ran away from home. His mother searched desperately. One of Friedel's friends told her a man had seduced him and taken him home. She reported it immediately. Police raided the house. Inside, they found Fritz Haarmann in bed with another man, not Friedel. For reasons never explained, they did not search the house. Fritz was sentenced to 9 months for seduction and rape. He appealed and won. If police had searched that apartment, they would have found Friedel Roth's severed head. In late 1919, Fritz met Hans Grans, a young thief who sold sex to men. Their bond formed fast. Dangerous minds, shared ambition. While Fritz served his sentence, Hans continued stealing. In December 1920, Fritz was released. They moved in together, stealing clothes and selling them. Dressed in fine suits, they appeared respectable. Fritz even collected a disability pension using forged documents. He became a police informant, betraying criminals while eliminating competition. He gave stolen clothes to the poor. People saw generosity. No one asked questions. February 1923, Hanover train station. Fritz approached 2 boys, spoke calmly, convincingly. One followed him home. Inside the apartment, something snapped. He raped the boy, then strangled him. When Hans returned, he didn't scream. He helped dispose of the body. This was the beginning. Over the next 9 months, Fritz killed 12 more boys. Most were runaways, orphans, desperate. He found them at the station, offered work, shelter, sometimes claimed to be a police officer. He visited so often that staff assumed he was undercover. The routine never changed. Rape, murder, then the kitchen. Bodies dismembered with care. Clothes sold by Hans. Meat sold at markets. Post-war hunger made human flesh profitable. The rest was dumped into the Line River. Relatives sometimes recognized clothing in the market, but could prove nothing. No one suspected the meat. By 1924, disappearances piled up. Orphans vanished. Families begged police. No bodies, no evidence. One customer suspected the meat and reported it. Police sent it for analysis. The result came back: pork. The file was closed. In 16 months, Fritz Haarmann murdered 27 boys between the ages of 14 and 18. Then bones surfaced in the Lena River. Public outrage exploded. Police were cornered. When a sack of bones was found, they blocked the river. Over 500 bone fragments surfaced, meticulously cleaned. At least 22 victims. This was not random violence. This was slaughter. Fritz's name spread through the streets, known for targeting boys, known to police. 2 young officers from Hamburg were sent as bait. At the station, they saw Fritz following a 15-year-old boy. The boy tried to escape. Fritz reported him for lacking identification, trying to trap him. The boy told police everything. On June 23, 1924, Fritz Haarmann was arrested. This time, police searched thoroughly. Clothes of missing boys were found. Fritz claimed he bought them. Then fate intervened. The family of Robert Witzel recognized their son's jacket on another man at the station. He said he bought it from Fritz Haarmann. Inside the jacket was the name Witzel. Under relentless psychological pressure, Fritz broke. He asked to see a judge. He confessed. He led police to every dumping site, every crime scene. The Butcher of Hanover was exposed. Hans Grans was arrested. Fritz refused a lawyer, defended himself poorly. When asked how many he killed, he said he didn't know. 30, 40, maybe 50. Psychiatrists declared him sane. Execution was approved. On December 19, 1924, Fritz Haarmann was sentenced to death. One morning in Hannover prison, he was beheaded. Hans Grans followed the same fate that day. This was the end of a man who turned hunger into opportunity and humans into product. The Butcher of Hanover